So we actually see Fulnir, Manifesta, and Nita actually left Foley, which they actually on their way to their third village, which they actually get to see the sea for the first time. However, they actually saw an evil who actually took a form of a whale. So we actually saw Fulnir actually get to use his sword only because they won't allow them to blow their cover. But someone actually appeared and actually took down the evil, which happened to be a witch by the name of Aqua Rebellion, who actually used water magic, in which we actually seen Aqua meeting the trio, in which they actually they actually tried to go to the other village, which they actually made it to the third village named Lettuce Village, which lettuce with an A, non E. And of course, which they actually went inside the village mayor's house, which of course they actually say that she's actually the she is one of the village daughters who actually became a witch for of the whole city state, while the other witches who didn't get to be witches actually stayed there at the city state doing labor. However, we actually knew that she actually has to be in the village, where we actually see Aqua's father, Posey Rebelin, who actually the mayor of Lettuce Village, in which they actually knew that they had to stay in the village for a night. We actually knew that they tried to help their friends who they encountered, which she reveals that her mother actually died from an accident at the sea when she was young, by which her father had to take care of her, in which we actually see how they're going to ask her how she know about being a witch, which of course she actually left and she actually leave the first thing tomorrow, by which we actually see how which they actually realize that she doesn't know anything, and of course is that witches are confounded in their city states, in which if a witch actually is from a remote village became one, which she is not allowed to return home, in which she actually is, which some of them are allowed to return home before they've been told anything, so they actually can say their goodbyes. But her father, by law, she is forbidden to tell her anything about her situation. But that is something that Manifesta actually know about, in which we actually see how she became a witch, which in the beginning we actually saw her talking with an elderly woman, and she actually said that she wanted to become a witch, in which we actually see how they get to talk to Aqua about her situation, in which we actually knew what they're actually going to talk about, in which she actually have said her goodbyes in silence. By which the morning comes, the monks from the Gobi refugee, the referee actually came to escort Aqua to her new residence, in which they actually knew that she actually appeared wearing her new witch attire, by which she's ready to leave, in which we actually knew that her father actually is there, which she actually said goodbye, by which we saw Manifesta talking to the same her grandmother, in which she actually prepared her hair, which she actually leaves, in which we knew that it's the same thing that actually happened, but we actually saw in Manifesta's eyes that Aqua is sad, by which we actually knew what actually going to happen, by which she told Posey to actually do something, by which they actually knew that none of this will work if he wasn't there. So we actually knew that they're going to stop the monks from escorting Aqua out of the village. So the trio have met a new witch named Aqua, who actually get ready to leave the village and leaving her father Posey, in which we actually knew that Manifesta won't let that happen. So she and the others decided to stop the monks from escorting her out. So apparently we get to see what's going to happen on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy Jordan saying sign out. Laters and be safe.